Hey gamers, welcome to Insightful Gaming. Get ready because we're about to dive into an insane warlock build that is going to make you a gaming god. Imagine this exotic turns your warlock into a gaming powerhouse. This Strand Warlock build is insanely strong with top-level defense and damage that'll make enemies wish they never crossed you. Using our setup, you'll summon a bunch of allies called Threadlings. Here's the breakdown: 2 from the exotic, 5 from the mind-spun invocation, 3 from Weaver's Call, and loads more from your main weapon. Also, there's a piece that gives you even more Threadlings when you finish off enemies. Altogether, you could have a crazy army of over 20 Threadlings. This will make hard levels like Grandmasters feel super easy. And hey, our Threadlings are now 30% stronger this season. Stick with us because we're going deep into this build, covering all the details. Before that, big shout out to our sponsor and the amazing supporters of this video. You are channel members. You keep us going and we're super grateful. If you're feeling this build, hit that like, share your thoughts, and subscribe for more gaming action. Now the main attraction, Swarmers. These are some next level boots. They have a special perk that gives you 2 Threadlings when you take down a tangle. The Threadlings you get will unravel your enemies. And when you beat these unraveled enemies, boom, more tangles for you to get even more Threadlings. With these boots, you're going to be a damage-dealing machine spawning Threadlings left and right. Moving on to our main weapon, the Quicksilver Storm. This bad boy has an exotic perk where after landing a few shots, your next shot is a guided mini rocket. It's like having a rocket launcher that never runs out. In addition, this weapon will also help you spawn more Threadlings. As for our heavy weapon, choose whatever you like. But I'm rocking the Apex Predator rocket launcher that has some cool features like reconstruction and bait and switch. Alright team, let's break down our stats and strategy. Keep in mind, this is my personal setup, but always feel free to tweak it to fit your style. Kicking things off with resilience. Try to max this at 100. That said, if you're around 70, you're still golden. With 100 resilience, you become a tank, taking in about 30% less damage. After that, it's time to juice up that discipline. Switching gears, let's get into our damage rotation. It's simple and effective. Kick things off by consuming your grenade. This move surrounds you with 5 Threadlings. When these buddies hit your enemies, it unravels them. Then, drop your Healing Rift. This not only heals, but also gives you 3 more Threadlings. Make sure to use your melee when it's ready. In the gaps, unleash your primary weapon on the unraveled enemies. This will give you a tangle to pick up. Throw this at enemies, and guess what? 2 more Threadlings for you. Plus, when they attack, they drop another tangle. Scoop it up and keep the momentum going. If done right, you'll have a swarm of Threadlings on the field, clearing out all threats. Keep in mind that your Fragments and armor mods will keep you buffed, help spawn Orbs of Power, which when picked will give you woven mail armor, making you more tanky. Shifting our focus, let's dive into our abilities, aspects, and fragments. Starting off with our Super Needlestorm. With this, you will rain of lethal woven needles. Once they plant themselves, they transform into Threadlings. If these little guys don't find an enemy, they chill with you. When you damage enemies with your weapons or melee, these waiting Threadlings spring into action. The damage output here is off the charts. With our setup, expect to have this super ready most of the time. Now, our grenade of choice is Threadling Grenade. It's a unique projectile that morphs into Threadlings during battle. Important note, we use this grenade to get 5 more Threadlings, all thanks to the Aspect Mindspun invocation. For our go-to ability, we're rocking the Healing Rift. When you activate this, you get bonus of 3 Threadlings, a neat feature from our Weaver's Call aspect. Melee-wise, we're swinging with Arcane Needle. One swing sends a woven needle into your enemy, applying the Unravel debuff on them. Once you activate your melee ability, you will be able to chain up to 2 additional targets. Diving into our aspects, first up is Weaver's Call. This bad boy releases 3 Threadlings and sends out any you have on standby when you cast your Rift. Then we've got Mindspun Invocation, which lets you use your grenade to instantly summon 5 Threadlings. Last but not least, our Fragments. Thread of Rebirth is essential. Finishing enemies with strand weapons might get you a Threadling. We also have Thread of Generation. Dealing damage refills your grenade energy. This is crucial because more grenades equals more Threadlings. Then there's Thread of Evolution, making your Threadlings do more damage and travel further. Rounding off, we've got Thread of Warding, where grabbing a power orb gives you protective woven armor. If that's not your jam, consider swapping it for Thread of Continuity to increase the duration of Suspend, Unravel, and Sever effects. Switching gears, let's dissect our armor mods and see how they supercharge this build. First up, the helmet. We're slotting in 2 dynamo mods. With these, every time you use your class ability close to enemies, your super recharges faster. Given how frequently we're activating our class ability, our super is going to be up in no time. Additionally, we've got the Solar and Strand Siphon combo equipped, which is perfect for spawning orbs of power. But if you've got different weapons in play, feel free to swap out for a matching siphon. Onto the gloves. Here, we're harnessing the power of bolstering detonation. This grants us class ability energy whenever our grenade hits its mark. Plus, we're doubling down with 2 grenade kickstart mods. If you run out of grenade energy, this mod's got your back by refilling it. While they're both fantastic, if you're feeling experimental, you could replace one with another mod. For the chess piece, go wild with your defensive mods. But here's a pro tip: reserve a spot for the charged up mod. This little gem lets us carry an extra stack of armor charge, which beautifully complements the grenade kickstart mods we've already mentioned. Diving into boots, we've got recuperation to boost health with each orb of power we collect. Pair that with innervation for a nifty grenade cooldown each time you grab an orb. To wrap it up, stacks on stacks is a no-brainer. Picking up an orb now gives an extra armor charge stack. Last, but certainly not least, our Warlock Bond. Here we've got Bomber mod, speeding up our grenade cooldown when we pop our class ability. Added Reaper mod and post-class ability. Our next big weapon hit will drop an orb of power. And to make life even easier, Powerful Attraction mod swoops in, auto-collecting orbs whenever we activate our class ability. Now let's talk about the seasonal mods to make your build even more awesome. For the first row, just grab whatever anti-champion mods you need based on what you're facing this week. In the second row, go for Diviner's Discount. This one doesn't need much explaining, it's just a solid choice. We're also using the Origin perk specialization, greatly improving the benefits provided by our nanotech tracer rockets. Finally, we are also using the Solar and Strand Siphon combo. Now for the third row, we are using the 𝗕𝗘𝗘𝗥 Tangles. Strand weapon final blows have a chance to create a tangle. This is very useful for our build. In the fourth row, 3 mods for you. First, Elemental Fury makes champions you stun take extra damage from your abilities. Second, go with Communal Pickups. When an ally destroys or picks up your elemental orb, you gain bonus damage with weapons matching your subclass for 10 seconds. Finally, Refreshing Pickups gives you a little boost to your weakest ability. Finally, last row time. First up, Monochromatic Maestro gives your weapons and abilities a little extra 10% more damage for 5 seconds after using them. And second, use Rapid Fire Ranger. This one's for sniping. Hit those far-off enemies with quick, accurate shots and they'll become weaker for a little while. This is optional, as you can also use the elemental munitions for that sweet heavy ammo. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the grand finale of our build. I trust this video left you both enlightened and amused. If this video tickled your fancy and you crave more, don't hesitate to drop a comment, smash that like button, and hit subscribe. Until our next rendezvous, keep hustling and may the RNG gods shower you with their blessings.